let's talk about X-Men 97's fired showrunner, Bo DeMaio, who decided to break NDA by having people subscribe to his OnlyFans to read his statement and parts of the NDA in regards to Marvel firing him, and some of the comments he made, and how this whole thing is a back and forth. He said, she said, they lied, he lied. It's a mess. It is.
This is Ray Fisher level of stupid.
This is, yeah.
So, in fact, it might actually one up Fisher.
I saw somebody in the IGN comments, which is rare to get somebody intelligent in there, say, is there a chance that he's related to Ray Fisher? And I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, at this point, like, just think of this. Non-disclosure agreement. You disclosed it.
Yeah.
After they paid you off and you agreed and signed the dotted line to not talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you'd be like, hey, subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's only $9 a month. Or $10
yeah.
I'm sorry. The second you thought that was a good idea, you're clearly full of crap. I don't care what you say anymore. This is scummy.
Because it's very, very scummy. Because for most people, you would want to at least clear your name on that aspect and not try and get like one last small payday for people who are interested to see your side of the story. And it's, $10, and then I'll tell you. And you're not like the person buying in is not even sure you're even going to be telling the whole story and not just rambling on and skipping everything besides the answer that they're looking for.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
once you start paywalling the truth like that, you're not saying anything of value.
Yeah, and he goes on to like talk a little bit about how he joked about apparently wanting to play Blade, and that got him in trouble. And then some people made some comments about, hey, we're gonna crack the whip so you guys work harder and faster on the show so we can put it out on time and things like that. And I'm like, well, we got a lot of what he's saying is we need more proof of. And he's like, well, I got people that were there. They're eyewitnesses. They can back up my comments. But provide that then,
And it's not to say that that potentially he's not wrong, because both things could be true.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
horrible. Yeah, he could be a horrible person, and the conditions could be horrible as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Also, it doesn't, just because he's not showing that he actually physically has, a witness report, doesn't mean that's not true as well, because you don't want to reveal that if you're going to go to court. Or if you ever think it's going to make it to court, you wouldn't want to put evidence out there. But it's just the sheer fact of no one's come out in defense of him. When something like this happens, you always get people being like, "No, they're wrong." Right? You're paywalling everything. Just those two things alone is like, nah.
That's the red flag for me.
Too many red flags. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. And he's talking about having his credit removed and how that's not fair. It's like, it was in your contract. If you break these terms, we are eliminating you from it.
Yeah, so you were getting credit, mate. Like, all you had to do was shut up for like 5
minutes. And then, it's like in the NDA, you also revealed this the first go around. You weren't supposed to keep posting about the series or any of the art you did for it when it was airing, because you're done with the project. He broke that NDA like a dozen times by posting about it and literally posting art about it. And again, you can only have so much sympathy for somebody who's literally breaking a contract that's right there in front of them. Like, what do you... it's crazy. And again, we're not 100% defending Disney because, hey, are they overworking people? Yeah. Are they all underpaid? Massively. Yeah. And there's tons of problems with the animation and CG, yes. But there's a clear cut of both sides are in the bad, and then one side is using all these weird tactics that are red flags to try to get more sympathy. That's just what I'm saying, So
yeah,
it doesn't pass the test for me. That's the best way to say it. So
no, it smells funky. I ain't drinking it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what do you think? How do you think this ends? What happens next? How's this going to go? Because
Well, I don't think he finds work again, to be honest.
he's going to join Rebel Moon 3
Oh,
because Ray Fisher only now gets a rub from Zack Snyder.
but didn't they kill Fisher off in Rebel Moon?
I didn't make it that far, or I don't
I mean,
remember.
I didn't even start the
think
second one, but I heard they
I
put
think
him
it
up.
was like
Yeah.
his character dies.
It's just like
Oh.
not even Zach wants Ray Fisher.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's gonna be hard for him to get a job again. And if it is a little bit of call me, then no one's gonna trust him for the
Yeah.
most part ever again either.
I just think the fact that he just straight up broke NDA, I think he's done.
Yeah. Yup.
I'd be very surprised if he gets work again.
Yeah. You'd have to be insane to hire him with an NDA because that's what you sign these companies, knowing that the dude will go on OnlyFans and expose the NDA. Like,
Yeah.
that's... Why would you want that? Like, that's...
There's also the bigger industry issue of if this was a white guy, he'd instantly get work again, but he's not a white guy, so with this, he's absolutely not getting work again.
Well, it's not only that, is that Disney was clearly targeting him because he's not a white guy and he's not straight at all. That's
True.
clearly
Yeah.
clearly
Clearly,
why
that's
they're
it.
targeting him. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past Iger.
Yeah.
No, doesn't necessarily mean that is that.
Yeah, it's like that probably wasn't the main thing that got him fired in the first place.
Yeah. So everyone being like, "Oh, why fire him over in OnlyFans?" It's like they would have absolutely have known about that beforehand.
Yeah.
They clearly
It's
did
like
not care.
when we found out about the James Gunn tweets, Disney knew about them before they hired him. And they
Yeah.
only gave in to, the mob that showed up that one night. And it's like, oh. And then it was too late. It's like, we're in a scenario where this will get probably settled out of court because
oh yeah,
he's going to get paid off, and chances are we'll never hear from him again. I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll just be how it goes, and that'll.
I
be
don't
the
even
end of
think
it.
they'll get settled out of court, but I think he'll just get thrown out.
I can
There's
see
no
that too.
way Disney be like, "Hey, why is he suing us when he broke the clear agreement we had?"
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
what was he got to
Mhm.
sue?
Right. What leg does he have to stand on, considering
Hmm.
he broke a contract he signed multiple times? What do you want?
Because that's the biggest thing as well, right? If let's just say hypothetically he is correct about everything, and he just makes some insanely stupid choices, how frustrating is that? Like, mate, you literally have like a smoking bullet,
Yep.
and you decide to be stupid with it. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
clearly not the one to do this. Like, just go away.
Yep. Agreed. With all that. So I guess we'll be back with a conclusion to this, I assume. So if there's any other updates, they'll probably be minor up until court. But